Okay. We only missed a few turns. And somehow... Alright. The dwarves have been... somehow ended up all the way up here, which is bizarre. How the hell did we get to this position? 0-0, which is... okay. Yeah, that's a good start. It's what you'd hope. So... the dwarves are pushing for a really fast score for some reason. Injured Troll Slayer, so... there you go. The Orcs are using their strength advantage to base everything. Oh, there's a Cindy. Okay. That doesn't make any sense why we're rushing this. Some things have happened. Some things have happened in this game, because why would they be up here? We have the strength on the follow there to get to punch this off, I think. I don't know why we did this instead. So now we are +3, -1. So it's good. We punch it down. Oh, that's why. And gets the knockdown, which is fortunate. Why are we blitzing? Where are we going? Oh. Oh, that's the blitz. Sorry, never mind. I'm over the joy. We can't score. So are we just trying to be safe here? We're not safe here. Sorry, I missed so much at the beginning of this game. I was a little late getting it up. So I don't actually know how we ended up in this state. Why are the dwarves all the way up the pitch? I don't know. Why are they trying to fast score when they've got Cindy on offense for some reason? I don't know. This game is so not what I expected it to be. We're so far off where I thought we'd be, yeah. What are we doing? So we've got the triple goblins, which is what we expect. Yeah. Because that's Seb's thing, and he obviously kept them off the pitch because of the dwarves. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Rolls a 6 in the basket, nice. We get back to oh, big. Very big. That's a fantastic bomb. But now let's get back to this and figure out what the hell's going on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Okay. Oh, second bomb. Ah! What? That was an amazing inaccurate throw. Just 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe she was actually trying to throw it here or something, so it wasn't actually that inaccurate. So maybe not, but still, damn. And with the that's the send off for the throw. Here's the pass. Whatever. Well, it was wildly inaccurate. So that was huge, ridiculous. Anyways, okay, let's get back to this. What do we induce? Cindy. And a bribe. We got a bribe on the kickoff by the looks of things. Didn't get to use a bribe on Cindy to keep her on the pitch. Maybe that's why she's on the pitch. There are 2 bribes on the dwarves. Okay, I'm catching up. I'm catching up to where this game state's at. Yeah. So, I will be eating a little bit here because I made pizza for dinner. And I was at dealing with that while not realizing this game had started. So now I'm eating. Holy juice. It's a so it's like the toppings are chicken and zucchini. Chicken and zucchini pizza. I've gone with I guess it's a courgette if you're in England. Tomato base. Just some poached chicken. And you know, not zucchini. It wasn't before I put it in the oven. Mozzarella on top. And I got some really nice crispy chili stuff that goes on like a drizzle, chili oil and stuff. It's really nice. It's really good. To be honest, I started by making Mexican. I made like the pico de gallo. And I was getting the chicken ready, and I was like, I went to get some beans, and I went to get some wraps out, make some little burritos. And I realized I had pizza bases, not wraps, which is not usually the way around that works. So I thought, well, I guess I'll keep the little salsa thing aside, you know, keep the pico de gallo aside for tomorrow, and I'll have pizza tonight. Why not? Worked out pretty well. I'm happy. Oh yeah, it's like I was going to make this, but I think this is better. The way it turned out, I think this is better. Alright, sorry. Eating pizza, not paying attention. Magnet hands. Rolls a 6, and Squirrel catches the ball on the sack there. Very, very sad time for the Dwarves. But again, I have to say this. I have to reiterate this. How the hell did we end up in this position? Like, why did this happen? I just don't know. No rerolls for the Orcs. Actually, no rerolls for the Dwarves, I should say. Still 2 bribes, though. Are we planning on... No, wait, Cindy got sent off. So this send-off that she gets from throwing this... It's immediate send-off, so you don't get to bribe for it. She just gets sent straight off. That's what I'm reading here. Or maybe you do get to bribe and it was just declined really fast. Oh, the red die will get the push. I mean, that's something. All the red die blocks. Unfortunately, that pushes you away from all of your support. I mean, away from all the dwarf support. Now, this is super easy for the Orcs to get shifty out of here. Chain push there. Cleans up all of this. Is a hit there. This is going to be dealt with real fast. And there's nothing in the back, so this is a walk down the pitch for Squirrel here. Grey Squirrel going for the 5 SPP. Yeah. All you need is get at least a push here, and at least a push here, and then whatever happens over here happens over here. But then you leave, and then you just continue to punch over here. It's a fantastic position to be in. Take this with this hits with the last block. This is how impressive Grey Squirrel is, by the way, as a coach. He's on this team twice. So, You know, that should speak for itself, really. Seb has as we know, has the utmost respect for Gracewell. Very impressed. It's an amazing position for the Orcs. But so, in 1 second. Finish chewing this up. It all comes back to the big question about how the hell do we end up in that position, though, right? It was bad for the Dwarves in the second I tuned into the game, which was turn 4. Like, it was bad from the very start. So, yes, you will. I'll finish. I'll finish my last thought because it leads into this one that you've just raised. So the Dwarves obviously pushing up. This is a bad game for the Dwarves. The reason I think they may push up is because they are, while they have a lot of guard and mighty blow, the Orcs have guard and strength 4, which means the Orcs are going to win eventually. Is more likely to win eventually in the Bash War. Eventually. These two teams, right? So, yeah, and then that comes into your point about you have to play them eventually, and you're playing Undead, as I recall. Sorry, Amon's playing Underworld, you're playing Undead. So, yeah, it's going to be tough because you're not going to be able to play the game the way you would usually wish to, right? Your mummies are not going to be very, very scary, super effective, like, team-destroying machines, because these things can punch back really, really easily, and they're all going to have guard and block and everything, right? So, against a team like... one is, Seb is a 2-time Super Bowl. He's won twice outright, the whole Super Bowl. He's won a Challengers Cup, which is a competition we used to run. Because it used to be, we used to have a thing where only the top division got the ticket to go to the playoffs, and then we had a massive division structure, and if you weren't one of the top ones, then you could fight for a Challengers Cup, which is like a second tier competition. When the league was massive, and he won a Challengers Cup as well. So like, you know, he's good, really good. He also plays this game like in person on tabletop. He's goes to World Championships. He's good. And he's playing Orcs, which is a great team. So yeah, like listen, it would be a game that you probably should be scared of. Let's be real. If you weren't, I'd say there was something wrong with you. But the good news is Undead are cost efficient, right? So play to that strength. Be a cost efficient team. Foul things. You might notice there's not a lot of fouling going on here. So Seb would be fouling if these goblins were around. And he could actually, he's going to start fouling in a second probably. But foul things, right? If you do get a knock, if this thing uses pile on, go and step on it. Set up some way to do it. Step on it. If a big one goes down, step on it. Like, find ways to even the playing field. And fouling is one of those. It's really, really solid. Solid way of, clawing back advantage. Now, it will be said you may not have to fight them because I anticipate both Striking and Seb are going to do very, very well this season. So here's the problem with defensive. This is the core problem with defensive, right? I understand what you're saying, right? I've played against a defensive ghoul and it was annoying. But your defensive only works on your opponent's turn, right? And the reason that's a problem is that you have to have everything planned and set up so well, right? like, you have to construct such a problematic kind of structure for your opponent that they can't find a way to just punch it anyway. And they're going to be punching your ghouls, because if you, on a team that has regeneration across the board except on ghouls, you punch the ghouls. Also the ball carriers, so like you punch the ghouls. Here we go. I told you there'd be a foul. Look at that. Oh, Newt, listen. I wouldn't worry about it. You're doing well. You had a good, didn't you win your last game? Oh, I thought you did, sorry. Apologies. You drew it. I mean, who was it against again? I forget. It was against someone fairly good though, right? Was it XS? You're undefeated, so see, like, that's a start. It was XS, I thought so. Like, yeah, don't sell yourself short. Yeah, listen, that is two fewer losses than I have. I'm in this division. I play Seb next. Seb's probably my pick for top for going first in this whole thing, right? I've lost to striking, and I lost to brutal Matt. I'm already losing games, right? I think I lost them both 1-0. Yeah, both my gun. So like, the fouling thing is really, really very impactful, and you have amazing foulers in your zombies. Amazing foulers. Get them DP and just start stomping. The problem, as I was saying, so the problem with defensive is that if you are playing against a player like Seb, he will probably be able to, I mean this kindly, outthink you. He'll probably be able to outthink me. I wouldn't, if I had to choose whether to take defensive against him, I wouldn't, purely because I would be like, any situation I can put this ghoul in, he's going to find a way around that just makes my life harder. I'd rather have block, I'd sidestep, sure hands, hell, even sprint, fend. Like, there's just so many skills I'd rather have before that, you know? I'll turn the automatic camera on so when I have to scroll off screen, it doesn't ruin things anymore. But like, even like, listen, I've been playing, how long have I been playing this game for? Like, a while. I started in COVID, right? So 5 years. There's like, you know, I do my best, but this is the thing, I don't even think that it takes the big thinking. You've got to be in a position that enables you to make it useful. And it's the what do you call it? Not the impetus. The value is, like, not the value. Your opponent gets to decide whether it was good or not. You know what I mean? Your opponent's the one who gets to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna now solve this problem that you've presented me, and you can't do anything about it. You've got no agency, sorry. Once you put it in its place, you've got no agency. Your opponent's got all the agency. And that's a problem. Like, I'm not saying that you can't, sold out amazing, like, defensive structures, right? Like, they can be really, really hard to deal with. But the number of times that's going to happen, and that your opponent is going to have no way of dealing with it, and the defensive is going to be a key part of it. I mean, here's my issue, really. I don't think it stops, in most cases, a block happening. I think it stops a 2-die block happening, but I think it still allows a 1-die block. Or hell, even a red dice. Like, anyway. I also, though, as I just kind of said, not the greatest at this game. Happy to accept that. Happy to accept that I'm, you know what, I'm probably pretty freaking mid. And honestly, being pretty mid, I might be wrong about the whole defensive thing. I just think there's more skills you'll get more use out of more of the time. That's all. What you would take, I don't know. Sorry, I have to look at your team. But you know, it really depends on what you're thinking of, right? Like how you're thinking you want to play it. You really don't want to be basing this team. Now, if defensive worked on your turn, totally different story, right? Go running in, cancelling guard, taking shots at things. Honestly, it probably should work on. Like, so many people would take defensive if it worked on your turn. It's a damn shame, really. Like, can you imagine? Look at the guard stack we have here. 100%. Also, probably a better matchup for you because he's slower. The dwarves are slower. And the tackle thing doesn't matter as much. Yeah, actually that's a good point. Like I said, one of the big issues here is that the dwarves aren't strength 4. They're strength 4 all over the place on this pitch. So, you know. No. See, that's okay. Everyone makes that mistake the first time they when they're first getting into like playing against dwarves. No, dwarves will uphill you. Dwarves, so this is one of those things where people who are, like have a really good brain for statistics are like figure this stuff out really fast. We had, I don't know where he is right now. Is it Swag Tusk? Might have been Swag Tusk. In the BB2, he wrote a dissertation type paper on the Dwarven One Die. It was called Dwarf One Die Theory. It was it's probably lurking in the Discord somewhere. Way back, but the basic thing is that the odds aren't what you think they are. And it depends on the outcomes you need. But I'm pretty sure that if you need a knockdown, it's better to roll a 1 dice with block than roll a 2 dice. I think. There's some sort of maths around that. I'm not going to do it here because that's yeah. But like, it's surprising sometimes. And rolling a red dice with block is not as bad as you think it is. So you will see dwarves roll red dice all the time, roll 1 dice all the time because it's so much more. It's so much more reliable for them, and also they really do need removals to do well. It helps that they are very good at getting removals, but they do need removals to perform well on the pitch. But hey, second half. Unfortunately, Stratton failed to score in the first, which was his offensive half, so really behind the 8 ball now. Yeah. When Seb started this team, he didn't take guard on anything. He was like, I'm not going to take guard. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make a meme team. I'm going to be funny. And he made this thing. It got piling on first. And we were like, that's amazing, Seb. Well done, not making a standard orc team. And then he started winning. And he went, we're going to make a standard orc team now. They're all going to have guard and block. And this is the... And you'll hear people complain about this all over the place. Why do they think that, you know... Like, why is it that, you know, these teams like this, like Orcs, for example, hugely high armor, block and they get on general access, block and guard on 8 out of 11 players on their team. Right? 8 out of 11. It's... And the Dwarves get on absolutely everybody, but they're slower. That's something, right? It's, yeah. Defensive would have been a really nice counter to it. Like a really, really nice counter if it worked on both, or it worked all the time, instead of just on your opponent's turn. No, I have to call it something different, but yeah. So, yeah, it's a... Well, the other thing I heard someone saying the other day was have guard count once. So it's a +1 to strength. One time. Because then you give a reason for people to have Dauntless, you give them a reason to have other stuff, basically. Besides just guard and block. Because this team, I think Orcs could do just fine without the whole guard stacking thing. They're a perfectly good team. They're very good with it. But, piling on. It's the runner, so okay, we choose not to. We do have the bribe as well. Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, so doesn't want to get it. Doesn't want it to get fouled. Yeah, people who are better at, like I said, statistics than me. Actually, so I think was a guy. There's a streamer called Space Cadet who streams Blood Bowl a lot, and he pointed out that when you have a 1 to 6, we have a 6-sided dice. +1's a really big deal. When your strength really goes like maxes out at not exactly maxes out at 5, but like most players, it kind of like big guys are 5, right? Every 1 you add to it is a kind of a big deal, right? Like it's a pretty big deal. It's why getting a plus strength is a 80k or something, whatever it costs to get it, right? But the skill that gives another player +1 strength is like 20k. Okay, look at that. All right, so there's something happening. So this is what the Dwarves needed, and have needed all game. They needed a lucky removal on something good. That's a lucky removal on something real good. Try and press an advantage. They can stand up here to get a yep, to get the 2 die. Chain push. I'm very, very impressed that you managed to persuade your partner to play Blood Bowl with you, though. I've mentioned Blood Bowl to friends of mine many times, and they go, "Oh, that sounds interesting." They've never indicated they'd actually like to play the game, though. Yeah. Oh, this is looking great for Dorfs at the moment. The only question is, well, I don't think Seb's going to try and move the ball down here. It's just too much risk. Animosity +3 + passing is just not going to happen. But the dwarves all of a sudden being up 2, I think, is really, really big. So I think now we're going to see the whole dynamic of this game turn. Because all of a sudden the orcs are down 1, actually. Why do I think they were down 2? Oh, this one got stunned. But it's one of those really weird things where it's like, oh no, like, one thing got removed. Hang on, the guard equation has changed. Oh, I see. Well, so actually, funnily enough, so I started playing Blood Bowl pre-COVID, actually. I played Blood Bowl for the first time pre-COVID. Some friends of mine were really into different games, right? There's other games. So just, you know, kind of indie stuff, kind of different, like, games that, how do I put it? Different mechanics, you know, not mainstream like the regular stuff. No, they never wanted to play a first-person shooter game, for example. They always wanted to do something different. Air Buccaneers was one of them. Artemis, which is a really good game. Which is like it's like you're playing on it's like a bridge commander game. So you've got someone's on engines, someone's on shields, and someone's on weapons, and someone's on sensors, and someone's on the fighter pilots, and then there's a commander who's like, hey, you know, engines do this, shields do this, but, you know, like controlling everybody, and you've got to play this like this cooperative campaign. It's really fun. I think they updated it recently as well. Oh, death. That's the backup runner. No runners left, which is a bit of a concern, but I don't think you can appo it, because I think there's better dwarves. Nope. Goodbye. Argues, rolls the 6. Oh, what the Seb's just been a dice lord. Oh, poor Philly. Hey, BB Nut. You arrived in time to see the death of a dwarf. I'm sure you're thrilled. Although I'm sure you're less thrilled by the whole the arguing the call and it working. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I missed the beginning of this game when I started casting it. But striking was in a weird position. I don't know how he ended up here with his runner isolated, pushed up into the Orcs half, and the Orcs just like collapsed on everything, and he lost the ball. The Orcs magnet hands it onto a big one, and the big one went for a walk down the pitch to score. But see, the thing is though, in this game, I don't know if I hate the Dwarves more than I hate the Orcs in this game. Mainly because I have to play the Orcs next. Like the Orcs are my next opponent, and the Dwarves are my previous opponent. I lost to the Dwarves. No, so they're my first opponent. I lost to the Dwarves. But we also do have is the Orc coach, SirSebstar, who is the 2-time Super Bowl winning player. So, yeah, I think it's just the benefit. I never have to play them again. I've already played them once. I don't have to play them again. Yeah, no, coming straight out of redraft into this dwarf team, like I had to, like, you cut back on all your bench is gone. You've got no money left. What did he do? Oh yeah, that's right. He minus strength my guard grab piece, my guard grab blocker. So a little sad. But no, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push that up into there, and then that goes to there. No. Yeah, that goes to there, and then no, never mind. There's ways out of this. But yeah, no, once my first group is done, I can play somebody else. I don't think I've played necessarily easier coaches, but definitely, what's the word? Definitely, not these teams, not these guard stack, block stack, high armor teams with this ridiculous thing. Honestly, who ever thought of making a piling on sneaky git dirty player blitzer? I mean, Seb did. It was literally the first piece he built on this team was this. Started building, I should say. It took ages because of the two doubles, but rolling with the you think to... Never mind. Don't know what's going on here. Yeah, so we used to run a regular style league, so we had the entire season planned ahead of time. But because we've shrunk like quite a lot since the end of COVID, we changed it up a bit and went for the what we've got now, which is the Swiss. We tried the Swiss like last time, realized it was the most fun, but also kind of like people wanted to have the ability to know what their next opponent is. That was what I was going to say. Yeah, know the next opponent. And so, yeah, the compromise was the grouped Swiss, let's call it. Which I think is a great idea. It's not one I won't come up with, that's for sure. But yeah, well, I hope it's also, sorry, I forgot to, where are my manners? I hope you had a good game, BB Nut. I did see you were playing, was it UK BBL? Or, no, it wasn't UK. Was it UK BBL or was it NZ BBL? Or something like that. I saw it as I rapidly set this stream up, realizing I was way late for the game. I hope it went well for you. Yeah. Anyway, these two coaches are both like contenders for being very highly placed this season. I think Seb. Oh, I don't remember where I put Seb. I may have been a bit like tried to meme it up a bit and put Seb way down, but Seb is yeah, well placed to be at the top of this in the end. So is striking. Like very highly rated in our special elo system that Linen has developed for us. Yeah, I think as much as I would have been like, I've got to blitz this orc and run him away from here, I think he's fine. Jeez, so when this bigot got KO'd, I thought, okay, here we go. The dwarves have now in a really good position, right? They're gonna find a way to like get this ball, like gonna bog all the orcs down with no worries. No, it hasn't happened. Yeah, no, it is safe. I mean, it's safe because it's a red die against block, so it's safe in quotes. Listen, dice can happen, but even if the ball does go down, there's not much here to actually get the ball, like retrieve it, right? The best you could have done. Why? I don't understand that. I know that you're in a bit of a desperate spot, but I don't understand that. Re-rolling is... Yeah, I don't know about that one. Another push. Yep. Very clever, actually. That's really clever. Damn. Setting up the chain push like that? I think it's not that you're cowardly so much as you don't see the opportunities the same way. It would be a... Wait. I do apologize. I'm trying to... Is the they referring to yourself or your opponent? Sorry, or you're the better coaches. I just need. I want to direct this the right way. Do you feel you're too cowardly, or do you feel I'm sure it's not the experienced coaches. Yeah, no, sorry, small ambiguity. Wanted to make sure. I don't. Okay, right. I thought that's what you were saying. Just wanted to check. So, if any, I think it shows that you were at very least figuring out past the stage of, I'm just going to go base everything and get smacked, which is what all the very new coaches do. They don't know what to base, and so they overdo it. I mean, the third person's fine for Newt as well. As long as the specific third person is really useful though. But like, it's not that you're cowardly. You're playing to the knowledge that you have of the game and making appropriate decisions based on that. And that's not coward. That's not cowardice. That's just skill. And that's good that you recognize. Recognizing where you're at skill-wise is not a bad thing. You can absolutely, you know, this is a dice game. Sometimes just playing a conservative game and waiting for opportunities is, yeah, that'll get you wins. Absolutely. So, and sometimes you roll a 6+. Speaking of rolling the 6+, in, which game was it? I'm pretty sure it was Seb's game versus Brutal Matt. In Seb's game versus Brutal Matt, he played much more conservatively. Matt had him strung out, had him moving all over. Or you do that. I mean, why the fuck not? Just, yeah, you go. Sorry, I totally broke my chain of thought. Sorry, in the game versus Brutal Matt, he played conservatively. He waited. Couldn't find any ways through. Eventually resorted to the 5+ pass. And guess what? It worked. The 5+ pass worked. He got a score. He got a score off that. And he probably would have managed to tie or win that game if Matt hadn't returned fire with some absolute bullshit late in the second half. That game, by the way, is up on the Big O Media YouTube channel. Feels like they want to go watch that. All of the games that are cast or played by any of the Big O Media team, which is myself, XS, and Lennon, are all now going onto YouTube. It's much easier to watch the VODs on there than it is on Twitch, that's for sure. Yeah, and then also Seb is, well, he does that. You know, if you can tell, if you needed any indication, if you weren't sure about how this game was going, the fact he threw that pass is a pretty damn good indicator that he felt very, very certain about the outcome of this game. Seb's fun. Seb's very, very fun. I mean, the thing is, this move by striking, right? The 4+ dodge into the red die hit on the troll wasn't bad. There was nothing wrong with that play, right? That was great. It just didn't work. The pass to the troll did work for some reason, somehow. Like, because he rolled 6. I need to actually check something though, real quick. I'm trying to find this way. Catch. Oh, I really wish it wouldn't reset the dice lock like that. Anyway, I was looking to see if there's an animosity roll. I could have just checked the thrower. What does he have animosity to? All teammates. Okay. Never mind. He hates everybody. Good. I was wondering if maybe for some reason he didn't have animosity to the troll, but he doesn't like anybody. Oh, okay. Well, things are looking really, really good for a SebStar 2-0 here. I don't think he's going to score. I think he's going to surf something. Yep. It's time to just rack up the damage here. And then score with the troll, because... Actually, what is he looking for in that troll? He's just looking for SPP at this point. Okay. He'll get block. Need one more guard block on this team. Take the number up to 9. Oh, wait, no, that one needs guard too. Never mind. So he did realise he got himself caught near the end, but he's fine. Surfing time. Nothing. No! Sorry, did I say nothing? Just to badly hurt. Right now that's considered safe. Anything that's not critical to your team and, yeah, you just let that go. What a position to end in, though. Damn. I mean, the game is done. We are on turn 13, but we're not much else happening here. Once this game is done, the round will roll. So, you can start preparing your... you could already have started preparing your next games. We may actually see some more games played tonight. Depending... Actually, it's Sunday. We might not have the round rolled tonight. That would be rather exceptional, really. If it did happen. Good effort. I'm just thinking about, all of a sudden, just thinking about the piling on skill there and the beer balls in the Norse team. It'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Do we score here? Do we punch? We must punch. Yeah, unfortunately there's not a lot to talk about now, because this is going to be it to the end of the game. Hopefully they play it quickly. We do have 2 minute... Sorry, 2 minute. We have 4-minute turn timers on. Because... Well, we have some really big issues in the Big O with input lag. Not input lag, server lag. Well, the input lag... The servers lag your inputs out, which sucks. So, clicking on a piece and then trying to move it, like... You click, you wait, 2 seconds for the click to register, then you make another click and you wait 2 seconds for that click to register, and that eats your turns really, really badly. I don't think we're suffering it here. I think we were just thinking about things. Oh, I thought he pushed him to there so he could surf that easily. Maybe there's something else to be considered here. Oh, we're re-rolling for greed. Oh. No, not quite. He's almost figured out a really cool way to, like, surf a bunch of stuff. And now, if you put something there, you can surf that, but... No, he's fouling. Yeah. Oh, this will be it. That's all we're going to watch for the next little while. That turn really shouldn't have taken 2 and a bit minutes. But it did. Oh! Okay. I mean, fair enough. He's probably feeling pretty good about his chance of scoring again, to be honest. Full team. Don't even have the goblins on. And what have we got over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Cindy was fielded in offense. That's why there's 2 bribes here. One bribe was gained on kickoffs. The next on was bought. And unfortunately, it's done absolutely nothing. Not been used because nothing's been called. Except one time when something was called and just after you were right, baby nut, and then buddy, what's it called? Seb rolled the argue the call successfully. So yeah. Oh well, zoo turn, orc counter score, maybe it could happen. I mean, there's no runners on the dwarf team anymore. There's two blitzers and a troll slayer. Well, there's 2 blitzers, I should say. Movement 5? So okay, so can you 3-turn with movement 5? Yeah, can you 3-turn with movement 5 down 3 players? It's only 3 players they're down? 4, 5, 6. It is. Feels like a lot more. Oh, this is the weakness of the dwarf team, though. They get bashed a little bit, and they lose some players, and all of a sudden their lives get really, really difficult. Particularly against things like orcs. I wonder how... They probably have a pretty rough... Oh, actually, would they have a rough time against orcs? I don't know. Do you even try? Maybe I'll with that guy instead, just to... Anyways. Well. At the closing of the game, let's see. I would love for some of these things to be injured. That would make me very happy. Although, I will say, rather large issue with that is I actually already my team's already worth more than this. It's not nearly as effective, but it costs more. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, he's just catching the ball. We're throwing punches. Cool. I mean, got some 1-dies to throw. You need that one to work, you need that one to work, and then you need... well, that's a 2-die, I guess. Is it not? Oh, because they have left guard, of course. Hey, the red die worked, though. Look at that. See? No block. Anyways. Oh. Come on. The turns don't need to go for this long. Oh! Big! Appo's used. No injury. Ah. Well, that was really exciting. The troll is fine. Hey, I'm really hoping for some big MNGs here sometime. You know, maybe on this biggin, that would be great. MNG on the biggin. You know, now the Appo's gone, some damage on the Orcs would be really cool. Love that. Let's go. as well get it as close to the thrower as possible, right? Or you throw it out the back here so it, you know... Perfect. The best scatter that wasn't directly into, you know, his hands or something. I believe in you. You can injure something. Just an M&G. Alright. Maybe this is the... Oh, that's a name. Vidoka. Goddamn. I wonder where he is. Another championship winning Blood Bowl coach from Big O. I was about to say, is that what they're all named after? People from Big O who've won the Super Bowl, and I see Warecast. I'm like, I don't think he's won it though. I don't think so. He actually named it one after himself. Alright. I mean, this guy doesn't need anything. Any more SPP. Orcs and rushes. You know this doesn't work. Alright, well, I think that means that we know the score outcome. No chance of that getting there. Or this for that matter. So the rush is necessary, but unfortunate. I believe. Let's go. Damage. Come on, damage. Oh my gosh. +1 here. You get +2. I mean, hell, even if he removes one of these, that'd be great. Ah! Nothing. Unfortunate. I mean... Oh, and then the skull versus the goblin for good measure. What a way to... What a way for that to go. Well, I mean, the Dorfs could feel maybe a little unlucky that they got broken so much. And also so early. Like, this happened really early. These both went out in the first 4 turns, which definitely put them way behind. But even so, not getting anything to that one patrol damage in. Everything else, that's a... Oh no, he just got put off. He just got put off the field. The KO and then that injury that then got outpoed. Look at how much bashing we've seen. Plenty of Mighty Blow too. No fouling though. I think that's the main issue. Exactly, Darby. You know this well. Orcs GFIs? No. Doesn't work. But yeah, I really need to go watch the first 4 turns of this game though. I actually might do that immediately after this to figure out how Striking got into that position. Because obviously there were some players removed, which is rough. And he got the ball into a terrible spot, which was weird. But figuring out how that happens... Are we going to foul this now? I mean, after the blocks, maybe. Lefe. Thank you. It's very kind of you to follow. We should have lots of Blood Bowl related content happening over the next little while, though not much over Easter. I will not be here, but both Limited and Excess will be casting games as much as they can when they have their free time, and the games will be going, as I said, up onto the YouTube channel. Yeah. So yeah, after this we will go and have a look at the first 4 turns of this game, because something happened. It really, really put the Dwarves in the back foot. There we go. And now pass. There we go. Can't GFI. We already tried this. We know that there's something slippery there. Twice now it's happened. Alright, the Dwarves' last chance to give me a really, like, do an injury to something and give me a chance at, you know, beating Seb in this next game. Well, that's definitely going to happen. Ooh, okay. Well, there's a POW. That gives you the hit here too. Very nice. Another POW. Oh, just a stun. We got one more. The only blitz targets I see are the thrower. Just hit the thrower. Just hit the thrower. What? I don't know. It's not for me to judge. I haven't beaten the set yet. I didn't even beat Striker. Even. I haven't beaten anyone. Cheers. Alright, we'll just go to... Okay, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Come on. So, let's go quick. Now, can I watch? That was a really quick confirm. So, before we go look at the outcome, I'm going to quickly jump into the replay. We'll watch that the first 4 turns there and just see what went so terribly, terribly wrong for the Dwarves. And then we can go look at the aftermath, because, yeah. Alright, what we got? 6 fan factor apiece, nothing strange there. Cindy and Bribe, we knew that, and in a coach. So, that happens. We know that the Dwarves chose to receive, which is... I mean, hey, you want to punch first, right? Absolutely. I didn't mean to do that. We'll go back. Okay. I just learned what spacebar does. Alright, so the ball's collected. That's not an issue. Now, this piece somehow gets removed. So does this. Alright, so we go for the frenzy hit. Get a little bit frenzy trapped, but get knocked down. So he's way out of position. Alright, that's looking pretty good. 1 die the troll. 2 die the troll. We push really hard. Why are we pushing this hard? Oh, that's why. Okay. So we're going for the... We're sidestepping our Troll Slayer up the pitch. Interesting. Very aggressive. Why? I mean, aggressive, I guess. That might be the answer, but... Dub Skulls. Oh, into... Okay, so... Seb actually fails his turn 2, so nothing happens turn 2. So the Dwarf should be feeling really, really good right about now. Like, everything is working. So in 2 turns, everything goes wrong. hit there. Bombs. Rolls a 2. Fails the throw. Doesn't matter. Like, destroys this. So this is just going better and better and better. Did I here get the push? Follow. Okay. Go for the frenzy hit. I mean, this is all dwarves so far, so what goes wrong? Still looking great. Oh. Okay, that's a choice. Get them both down. That works. Okay, maybe this is where we go wrong. This isn't, like, super in-depth fact. Doesn't work, but okay. So a little bit open. This side's baseable. The troll's not assistable, so that's something. Just a stun. So we base. No, we don't. We go up. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I didn't like either of those slave hits, Darby, no, but we ended up in this position. Right now, everything feels very, like, dwarf. It's going for the dwarves right now. Like, it's working. And now... Okay, so this looks bad, right? That's rough. Troll's up, and your team's been split. Okay. Yeah, so I was right. That was overly aggressive. It fails another win. It fails the GFL there, so that started early. So your team got split early because you were so aggressive pushing up. I just don't think the dwarves win by basing like this. Will they? Okay. Good on the bomb. Presenting yourself down. We're still really stuck. Blitz out. Dodge and run up the pitch. See, aggressive, super aggressive. Okay, we've got one assist here. Dodge. Jesus. Okay. Skull. Okay, so this is where this piece goes. Yep, so there goes the badly hurt. And then this gets removed by the... Okay, so that's what happens. Wow. Well, I missed a hell of a start to the game. Oh, of course it was doomed to fail. Like, what the... What? What is any of this? Okay, Newt, you know how you were saying that you were worried that, like, the good coaches seemed to be, like, really aggressive and you were feeling like you weren't being so aggressive and you were feeling like a cow? Does this make you feel better about not being aggressive? Because, Jesus, what's going on? What is this? Oh, my God. Wait, this piece is still around. Has he hurt himself on the dodge? Yeah, how do you feel now? Oh, so I couldn't understand how this ended up here. I was so confused. Now I know. Just pure insanity. This is where I joined the game, and this is where I was like, okay, so... Yeah. Alright, so that's how that happened. And yeah, this is where we join it. Rushes. Anyway. Spoiler, the ball gets sacked, the game goes 2-0 to the Orcs. We've seen this before. How do I just leave the game itself and not, like, go all the way to the... Maybe I'll just do this. Yeah, I'll just do this. I think fails this, just commutes out to this screen. That'd be great. No, it doesn't. It just loops us. Okay. Main menu, I guess. Why? Okay. Yeah, I know. I was like, why can't I just... Shouldn't it just kick me out to... No, apparently not. Oh, okay. Yeah, so 2-0 to Seb. We'll now look at the aftermath. Not those ones, though. Hey, dice rolls. Those are fun. So what were the dwarves punching? What was the armor? The armor could be interesting here. Armor. That's pretty low for both. That's maybe what you'd expect out of these two teams. That's not crazy. Let's see. Dauntless was really good. Dodging was, well, probably what you'd expect. The dice don't really tell much of a story here other than there were some dice and they worked about as well as you'd hope or expect them to. Yeah, for every turn, that's what I thought. It's about correct. I mean, there were more POWs here than there were here, but there were more blocks here than there were here, so go figure, I guess. My dog has found a bag of fish and he's keen on that. Yeah, so Ori gets 4, Nori gets 2. I mean, maybe they get random skills, maybe they don't, I don't know. Coke Guy... I mean, Coke Guy's... Is 12... is it 16, I think, for the next regular skill? No. No, he gets his next regular skill. He's only got 1. It's a blitzer. Wait. Gunner. What are you doing? He's trying to get into the bag of dried fish. Sorry. Linen weight is on 5 because he got the touchdown. Yep. Oh, yeah, okay. Sand Dune is going for the old stat up, I guess. So yeah, that's that. Great game for Seb. Gets him a little bit of a fight back from his prior loss to Brutal Matt. Fixes that touchdown difference for him, which is nice for him. And I get to play him next week with his full team that I still somehow outvalued. That's going to be fun. And yeah, alright, that's that. No point dragging this on. That should be everything. There are no more games to happen tonight unless someone gets super keen and somehow it gets rolled on a Sunday, which it shouldn't. Excess probably won't do. So yeah. Hoomst to raid. Level 3. Just electric vision. You know what? Electric vision. Looks like he's playing some Norse or something. Random strength Norse. That sounds like a fun team. Alright. I imagine he's playing Arena. Go enjoy some of electric vision. Alright. See you all. Yeah. Bit of a break over Easter. It'll be slow. But, you know, there'll be some games when we can. I'm going to go stop this dog getting into this bag now. Bye.